Hey friends, I'm Julia Woods, and today's episode is extra special because this month my husband and I are celebrating 35 years of marriage. And after all this time, I've learned a lot, so much so that I wish I could go back to my younger self and share these 5 things about marriage that I wish I had known. Hey friends, I'm Julia Woods, and today's episode is extra special because this month my husband and I are celebrating 35 years of marriage. And after all this time, I've learned a lot, so much so that I wish I could go back and tell my younger self these 5 things about marriage that I wish I had known. So, if you're in a relationship, thinking about marriage, or even just curious about how a long-term partnership really works, I think you'll find these lessons really valuable. And I have a little gift for you at the end that will help you lead difficult conversations to connection. So let's dive in, starting with the first one. 1, marriage is not happily ever after. If you're like me, you grew up believing that marriage was supposed to be this happily ever after fairy tale. But here's the truth. Happiness is fleeting. It's like the wind. Sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't. And if you expect happiness to be the constant in your marriage, you will be disappointed when things aren't going the way you want them to. Instead of chasing happiness, I've learned that joy is something I can cultivate within myself. Joy is something that doesn't depend on what's happening outside of me. Even when things aren't perfect, when we're in a tough season, I can still choose to cultivate joy, even if happiness feels out of reach. So when the happiness starts to fade, remember, you get to choose joy no matter the circumstances. 2, marriage is a daily choice. Here's something I didn't realize early on. Marriage isn't just a one-time decision. When you say I do, that's just the beginning. Every single day, you choose each other again. And let me tell you, there are days when that choice feels tough. When you wake up frustrated, when you feel distant, when an old friend or fling crosses your mind, it's a choice. And sometimes it's not easy. But here's the thing. Every time you choose your partner, you're choosing to keep building that foundation, to keep showing up and working through the hard moments. That's what makes marriage strong. 3, marriage is a giant mirror. Let me tell you something about marriage that I never expected, and that is, it's a giant mirror. Your spouse sees you in ways no one else does. They see your moods when things aren't going your way. They see your attitude when you're frustrated or upset, and guess what? They mirror that back to you. At first, I didn't love that concept, but the longer I've been married, the more I've realized that my husband is a continual resource of feedback. He's showing me parts of myself I didn't even know were there. And that feedback has helped me grow in ways I never would have without my marriage. So if your spouse is holding up a mirror to you right now, don't run away from it. It's an opportunity to see yourself more clearly and grow into the person you truly want to be. 4, marriage is 2 villains and 2 heroes falling in love. Here's something I want you to think about. Inside each of us is a hero and a villain. When 2 people fall in love, their heroes and villains fall in love too. The villain is the part of us that wants to stay small, keep things comfortable, and avoid change. But the hero wants to grow, wants to push boundaries, and wants to be the best version of themselves. In marriage, both parts come out. Sometimes you'll find yourself acting from the villain side, stubborn, defensive, or avoiding difficult conversation. But here's the secret. If you can recognize the villain in you, you can choose to let the hero lead, to lead you into the honest conversations, the vulnerability, and the honesty, and the commitment. Together, you can become your best selves. 5, marriage grows through tension. Now, let's talk about something most people avoid: tension. For many years, I thought tension in marriage was a bad thing. I tried to avoid it at all costs, thinking that if I could just, avoid arguing at all costs, then everything would be fine. But the truth is, tension is a sign that the relationship is alive and growing. It's the heat that forces strength. Tension can create growth if you're willing to work through it. Every time my husband and I faced tension, we had a choice: either avoid it and let it simmer, or lead into it and communicate and grow stronger from it. The more we embrace the tension, the more our marriage grows. So, there you have it. The 5 things I wish I had known about marriage. Marriage is not a fairy tale. It's a journey, a chance to experience the deepest, most transformative connection with another person. But it requires work, commitment, and a willingness to grow. If any of these lessons resonate with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And as I promised, I have a gift for you: 10 prompts to resolve difficult conversations. If you want to learn to work through the tension in your marriage, get your free gift in the show notes below. Would you like this video? Give it a thumbs up if you found it valuable, and subscribe so you can connect to the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I am so grateful to have you here with me, and I can't wait to continue sharing with you. See you the next time. Babe? Huh?